All right. Hi, everybody. Good morning. Happy Monday. I hope you all had a nice weekend. Um, Today's class is going to be pretty cool. We're going to do something a little bit different than normal. We are going to do a class today that is entirely wrist free. Okay. So that means you're going to get a chance to let your wrists go on, keep the weekend rolling. So they're not going to have to bear any weight today. Um, so please let me know what you think of class afterwards. If you'd like more um, days like this one that are really targeted, I'd be more than happy to create some of those sequences. So for today's class, no need for anything special, just your mat or your towel. In my case, I have both because the grass is wet. And we'll get started here in just a couple of minutes. Okay. All right, so we can go ahead and get started. Excuse me. All right, so today we're going to start on our backs in Supta Baddha Konasana. So bring the soles of your feet together, knees go wide, and lay down onto your back, relaxing your head down. You can have your arms by your sides or overhead, placing one palm on top of the other for a very gentle chest stretch. Just close your eyes and settle in here. So feel your weight just melting down heavy. Just feeling the parts of your body that are touching the earth, rooting down. Okay, notice your breath. Don't change anything about it just yet. Just notice how it's flowing today. Are there parts where the breath kind of gets stuck? It's a little uncomfortable. And what parts of the breath just feel like they're flowing smoothly and easily like a stream? All right, now from here, just place your hands onto your body. So maybe your right hand goes to your belly, your left hand goes to your heart. We're going to do a simple visualization breath today. So start by emptying everything out. Feel your stomach sink down. And then inhale from the root of the spine, inflating the belly, inflating the chest, and finally the throat. Pausing at the top. And then exhale the throat, the chest, the belly, melting heavy. Pause at the bottom. Inhale from the base of the spine through the chest and the throat. And exhale, melting the throat and the chest and the belly. Okay, continue on watching your breath move up and down the full length of the spine, inviting a pause either side of the breath. It's like the little soft curve, the end of an ellipsis. And see if you can deepen the breath, expanding in all directions. Maybe even invite a little ujjayi breath, just gently hugging the back of your throat to make your breath sound like the ocean. Might help you focus. Remaining here for just a few more breaths. Good. Now complete your next exhale. And when you're ready, you can slowly reach for the sides of your thighs and help your legs out, close them up. Maybe gently opening your eyes, hugging your knees into your chest now, rocking side to side. And then change direction. If you're rocking, just keep rocking. All right. Now from here, go ahead and bring your arms out to a T or cactus your arms, bending the elbows. Bring your knees to tabletop and then just let your knees fall over to the right. Gaze to the left. Whew, this grass is cold. See if you can relax your low back here. Relax the hip. Melt that left shoulder down into the mat. Good, and then go ahead and come on back up to center and go to the other side. Now in these twists, the closer your knees are towards your armpit, it'll change the location of the spine where you're feeling the stretch. I tend to keep my knees a little bit above my hips. That for me gets into right that yummy low back area. But I invite you to kind of play around in your twists, raising your knees up and down and seeing where your favorite spot is. All right, come back to center. Okay, and then bring your legs up to the sky. Place your hands by your sides. Okay, so point the balls of your feet up. Flex the toes, so you should be able to look at all 10 toes. Look at how cute and strange toes can be. Okay, so from here, we're gonna do a reverse crunch, kind of waking up our core. All right, so take a breath in. And then as you exhale, lift your low back and lower. So it's just gonna lift just a little bit. So you're gonna feel your tailbone coming off the ground. Exhale as you lift, drawing your belly button towards your spine. Okay, we're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Now keep your legs up. We're going to keep this core warm up going. And go ahead and just slowly lower your right leg down to the ground, or down towards the ground. So it's hovering up off the mat. Squeeze the muscles on that right leg. Squeeze your butt. Then lift it up and switch. Lengthen the left leg down. Keep flexing the toes. Squeeze the leg. Lifting up. Keep drawing your belly button towards your spine as you continue to raise and lower one leg at a time. Okay, always an option here to bend your knees as you're kind of coming up and down. And if you're feeling any sensation in your low back or you feel like your low back is popping up off the ground, just simply keep your legs at a higher angle. So just lower the leg enough such that your low back stays on the ground. Okay. Wanting to keep your back happy, build the strength in your core. It's a couple more, one more on each side actually. Good, then hug those knees into the chest, rock side to side. Okay, we're gonna be hanging out here on our back for one more series. So place the soles of your feet down onto the ground. You're gonna have your heels in close to your hips. Okay, we're gonna do kind of a bridge and breath little dance here. So just listen for my cues. All right, so as you inhale, lift your hips and reach your arms straight up. And then exhale, keep your hips lifted, reach your arms over your head. Reach them long, lift the hips. Inhale, reach the arms back up. Excuse me. Exhale, lower everything down. Arms go by your side. One more time, hopefully without a sneeze. Inhale, lifting the hips and the arms. Exhale, arms go overhead. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, lower everything down. Continue. Inhale, lift. Exhale, reach. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower everything. 2 more times. Inhale, lift. Exhale, reach. Lift. And lower. Last one, lift. Reach. Lift. And lower. Good job. Good. Hug your knees into the chest, rock side to side. And this time, reach for the back of your thighs, rock front to back, forward and backwards, and then come up to a seat. So as I mentioned in the intro today, we are going to keep our wrists on the weekend, and we're not going to have any sort of weight-bearing exercise on our hands today. So no downward dog, right? No chaturangas. Okay, so from this easy seat, just go ahead and bring your way up to stand. Okay, there's really no elegant way to stand up, or maybe there is. All right, so just stand here with your feet hip width distance apart. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead. And then as you exhale, soften the knees. Let your spine fall forward. Your belly comes to your thighs. Ragdoll pose here. So nice and soft. Knees are bent. Grab opposite elbows. Relax your head. Okay, you can sway side to side here. You can play with lengthening one leg and then the other. Okay, just make sure the belly's nice and soft. Okay, now release your hands down. And place the palms of your hands on your shins. Inhale to halfway lift, so long spine here. So the tailbone back, crown of the head goes forward, tuck the belly in. Exhale, lower down, fold. You can keep your hands on your shins if you wish. Inhale, back up, halfway lift, draw up from your low belly. Long spine, and then lower down. One more time, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, lower down. Okay, we're gonna extend this movement now. Soften the knees. Inhale, roll all the way up. Uncurl yourself. Draw your hands slowly up, reach to the sky, maybe little baby back bend, and then exhale, roll back down, curving the spine, warming up the back. Inhale, rolling up. Moving with your breath, try to lengthen that breath in all the way up. And then let your exhale cascade you all the way down. One last time, inhale, coming all the way up. And exhaling, coming all the way down. Good. And then come back up to stand, pressing the soles of your feet into the earth, drawing up, coming to stand with your arms by your sides in mountain pose. Okay, we're going to continue to warm up our spine here. All right, so we're just going to do twists, like side to side. So in elementary school, our gym teacher used to call these helicopters, but just rotate your hips and your torso. Find a little free movement here. Let your hands kind of fall onto your body. Keep your knees soft. You can bend and straighten the knees, whatever feels kind of freeing, loosening up here. Okay, staying here for just a couple more rounds. Okay, and then pause back at center. Have your palms facing forward, and just notice here if you feel any sort of tingling or new energy kind of radiating through your body, through your hands. Okay. All right, beautiful. Okay, so remaining standing, one last little spinal warm up. Inhale, reaching your arms up overhead. You're gonna take your right hand, grab your left wrist, take a breath in, and then as you exhale, lean to the right. So squeeze your legs, press your hips forward, pull your right shoulder away from your ear. Feel your left side really lengthening, press into that left foot. I'm gonna take one more breath here. And then come back to center. You're gonna switch hands. So your left hand grabs your right wrist. Inhale, lift up. And then exhale, bend to the side. Okay, relaxing that left shoulder down. Actively reaching with that right arm. Feeling the stretch all the way down the side of your arm, your waist, sides of your hips. Don't forget to breathe here. If it's hard to breathe, come out of the pose a little bit so your breath can move freely. Good. Come on out. Shake it out. Little octopus arms. All right. Now we are going to flow a half sun A sequence. Okay. So inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root down through your feet, rise up, reach the arms overhead. Exhale, hands down by your side. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, dive forward. Halfway lift, long spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, press your feet down, lift your chest, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center and by your side. One more time, inhale, reach up. Fold down, maybe closing your eyes. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Root down, lift up. Hands to heart center, hands by your side. Okay, Inhale to chair pose. Bend your knees, lift the chest, reach the arms up overhead. Okay, press down through your feet here. Squeeze your legs. Tuck your tailbone. See if you can lift your chest up a little bit. Breathing deeply, finding your focus. Okay, then inhale, stand up. Lift the left foot up, step it up. And then as you exhale, step that left foot slowly back, coming to a low lunge. If you need to, you can place your fingertips down onto the mat. So bend into your front knee, your back heels up off the ground. Inhale to crescent lunge. Okay, squeeze your back leg nice and strong. Bend into your front knee. Feel your front thigh pulling back towards your hip. Okay, keep drawing the back of the left leg nice and strong and straight, like something is pulling it up. Good. Take a breath in, lift your fingers. So you exhale, cactus your arms, draw your heart up, maybe gaze up. If you lose your balance, try to come back. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, open to warrior two. So spin the back heel down. Open your hips. Gaze forward. Pausing here in your warrior two. Pressing down through the back edge of your back foot, drawing your front knee forward and out to the right a bit. Relax the shoulders and reach. Inhale, reverse warrior. Reach the right arm up. Keep the legs the same, reaching those right fingertips high. Good. Then come back to warrior two. Straighten your front leg. Imagine pulling energy up from the earth as you slowly straighten the front leg. We're moving to Trikonasana, triangle pose. Reach the right arm forward and down. The left arm goes up. So your right hand can come to the inside of your shin or down by your ankle. Okay, keep pulling your right thigh bone back and underneath you. Okay, so it's like you're curling that right thigh bone under towards your tailbone. Open your chest out to the left. Look up. Really squeeze your core here. Good. And come on back up, straight legs. We're going to move to horse pose. So adjust your feet, toes out, heels are in, and then squat down. Bring your hands to heart center. Okay. Inhale, reach up, star pose. Exhale, squat down. Inhale, reach up. We're going to play with our arms. Exhale, horizon arms, palms up as you squat down. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, elbows in, palms up like you're holding a platter. Good. Inhale, reaching up. And last one, elbows in, hands out to the side, draw your shoulders down. Little horizon. Inhale, lifting up. Adjust your feet, toes are parallel. And then exhale, fold forward, wide-legged forward fold. Okay. You can bring your hands wherever they land. Right, shake out your head here. Lift up on your kneecaps and squeeze your thighs. Let your hamstrings hopefully enjoy this stretch. Good. And then slowly come on back up. Good. You're going to point your front toes to the top of the mat. Kind of soften, bend into your front knee. And then we're going to start to lift and float the back leg, almost like we're going into half moon. Okay, so your hips are open. Option to stay like this or go into full Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. Keep your chest up higher if you're feeling like you're gonna have to really press that right hand down into the ground, okay? Okay, so keep your left hip stacked on top of the right, keep your toes flexed, then slowly bring that left foot forward to meet the right. Inhale, stand up, and then exhale, fold forward, releasing down. All right, same sequence on the other side now. Inhale to chair pose. Pausing here, breathing. And inhale, stand up, lift the right leg up this time. And then as you exhale, step that right foot way back. If you need to place your fingertips on the ground, do so, finding a lunge position, and then lift up to crescent lunge. Arms go up overhead. Bend into that front knee, keep pressing the right hip forward. Relax your shoulders, draw your low belly in. Inhale, reach the fingertips up. Exhale, cactus your arms, maybe look up towards the sky. Heart lifts. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, open to warrior two. Spin the back heel down. Arms go out nice and wide. Okay, so your front knee, you want either stacked over your ankle or slightly behind it. Press the tailbone forward. Look forward. Inhale, reverse. Reach the left hand up. Opening that left side body. Take a breath in. And then as you exhale, come back to warrior two. Straighten the front leg. Moving to Trikonasana, triangle pose. Reach the left arm forward and down. Right arm goes up. Okay, keep pulling energy up through the arches of your feet. Okay, so your legs feel nice and engaged, like your inner thighs are trying to draw together. Lengthen the spine. So if you feel yourself kind of collapsing down, just come up. You should feel long on both sides of your waist. Look up to the top hand if it's comfortable. Good, and then inhale, coming back up. Toes go out, heels go in. Squat down. We'll do that breathing exercise again. Inhale, star pose. Exhale, horizon arms, palms up. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, elbows in, palms up. Inhale, reach up. And then baby horizon, elbows come in, palms face out. Inhale, reach up. Adjust your feet, toes in, heels out, and then fold forward. Wide-legged forward fold. Okay, option this time to maybe explore a different variation with your hands. So you can play with reaching for your legs, or sometimes I like to reach my arms back. Okay, so straightening the arms, palms facing down. Rotate myself so you can kind of see this a little bit better. You're reaching the hands back, drawing the crown of the head down. Keep pressing the weight towards the balls of your feet so your hips are more over your ankles. It's going to feel a little bit like you're going to fall forward. Okay. Okay, go ahead and come out of this forward fold now. And then slowly climb your way up to stand. We're going to go into that kind of half moon. Is that a quarter moon? I don't know. But just acknowledging, Ardha Chandrasana, you, especially when you're first getting started, it's easy to put a lot of weight on the bottom hand. So we're going to just keep this shape a little higher than normal. So have the left toes pointing to the front of the mat. Step the right leg forward and up, opening that right hip. So the right hip is stacked on top of the left. Your toes are flexed. Maybe you reach the right arm up. So you reach the left arm down. And as you're comfortable, you can start to maybe lower your torso down, opening the chest. Wow. And then slowly bring the right foot to meet the left. Inhale, stand up. Exhale, fold forward. Beautiful. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. All right, inhale, stand up. We're gonna move on to some balancing shapes here. Okay, so bring your arms up overhead. We'll do eagle pose first. So sweep the right arm underneath the left and either reach for your palms, or if this doesn't feel good, just give yourself a hug. Okay, so place your palms on your shoulders. Bend your knees. Then lift your right leg up, cross it over the left. Maybe hook your toes behind you, or maybe not. But squeeze your thighs together, squeeze your forearms together, draw your forearms away from your face. Breathing deeply. Breathing into the back space between your shoulder blades. We're here for 3, for 2, 1. Go ahead and unravel, reach up. Moving right away to the other side, sweeping the left arm underneath the right. Same options apply. Your arms are different, so grab your shoulders, give yourself a hug if you need to. Bend your knees, cross your left leg over your right. Again, maybe your toes hook behind the calf. Okay, tuck your tailbone, have a nice straight spine here. Squeeze the legs together, squeeze the arms together, pull the shoulders down your back. And look at something steady. We're here for 3, for 2, and 1. Good. Unravel, reach your arms up overhead. Hands come down by your side. One last balancing shape here, tree pose. All right, bring the weight into your left foot. Pick up the sole of your right foot. Bring it to your thigh or your calf. Bring your hands to heart center. Root down through the standing leg as you press the right foot into the leg and the leg against the foot. Growing taller, maybe reaching your arms up overhead. An option this time to try a leaning tree. Dropping the right forearm down onto the thigh. Reaching the left arm up. Gentle lean over. Good, go ahead and come back up. And slowly release the right foot. Okay, other side. Pick the left foot up. The sole of the foot to your right leg. Squeeze the two together. Root down through your standing leg. Press your hips forward. Growing tall through the spine, maybe lifting your arms up. Option to try leaning tree, resting your left forearm on your thigh, reaching the right arm up and over. Okay, keep lifting up on that right thigh. Strong, steady base. Okay, slowly come up. Bring the hands to heart center and come back down. You can pedal out your feet. Okay, and then from here, you're gonna bring your feet as wide as your mat. Your toes are facing out, heels in. And just go ahead and squat down. We're gonna do Malasana. Okay, so bring your elbows to the inside of your knees, hands to heart center. Maybe you're up here, okay, drawing your Tailbone back, drawing your chest forward. Maybe you can sink down a little deeper. Just go to where you can kind of stay and breathe and keep a long spine. Okay, releasing your sacrum here, opening the hips. And then slowly, come to sit. Might roll back and come back up to nice sitting position here. All right, so bring your legs out in front of you. Rather, we're going to bring our legs into butterfly pose. So bring the soles of your feet together. This time, draw your heels towards your pelvis. Okay, so your heels are in nice and close, and you can wrap your hands maybe around your feet. Okay, and then just let your legs kind of flap open like a little butterfly. Now you might feel here like you're really hunched over or caving in. That's perfectly understandable. Just keep trying to draw your sternum forward. Keep trying to lengthen the spine. Okay, so even if your spine doesn't actually get nice and long here, it's that motion of kind of working towards it, lengthening it out. Good. All right. Stretch your legs out, give them a little shake. Okay, and then we're going to come back up to go ahead and lay down onto the mat. Okay, bring your heels close into your hips. We're going to come back to bridge pose, but this time we'll hang out a little longer. So inhale, lift your hips. Okay, walk your shoulders underneath you. An option to interlace your fingers here. Draw your shoulders even closer together. Lift your hips. Okay, you can play with maybe walking your feet out to the side a little bit. So maybe your feet are a little wider than your hips. See if that gives you more space. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. Keep drawing the hips up. Okay, and then slowly lower down. Good. All right. Go ahead and rock front to back. Come up to a seat. We're gonna move to a forward fold. So walk the flesh back on your hips. Okay, and then inhale, reach your arms up. And as you exhale, fold, but let your spine round here. Okay, so if your knees are bent, that's fine. Maybe you hug your arms underneath your thighs. Okay, maybe you have your forearms resting by your shins. Just let your chin fall towards your chest. Breathe into your back body here. Just feeling yourself softening down with each exhale. Okay, go ahead and come on back up. Lower now onto your back. Okay, bring your knees up to tabletop. And then bring your arms out to a cactus. And then let your knees fall over to the right. So we're coming back to this twist. So remember at the beginning when I shared, if your knees are up closer towards your armpit, you're going to get a different sensation than if they're lower down. So we've got the time now in this shape. Play with the placement of your knees. Maybe place your right hand on your thigh. And really allow your shoulder and your hips to soften, looking over to the left. Right, bring your knees back to center, and then we're gonna go straight away to the other side. Okay, maybe letting your left hand rest on your thigh, looking over to the right. Softening down here. So it's really easy to kind of clench on the outside of the hip, kind of clench in the sacrum area. Okay, see if you can actively soften that. And that might feel like just releasing a little more of your weight into the ground as you exhale. Just really trusting that your skeleton and the gravity is going to hold you. All right, go ahead and come back to center. And we're going to do a banana pose. Okay, so send your legs out long and bring your legs over to the left. Yeah, bring your legs to the left. Your hips can kind of scooch over to the right. Okay, and maybe play with crossing one foot over the other. Okay, to keep your feet nice and in place on the side. Make sure both of your sit bones are on the ground. Then reach your arms overhead. And gently, with your left hand, gently pull your right arm over towards the left. Okay, and maybe your left hand holds onto the forearm or the elbow. Relax your arms down. So both shoulders are on the mat. So if there was a drone floating over you, your body would be shaped like a banana right now. Okay, we're gonna hold this shape here. These slower asanas. Just really go inside. And notice where you're feeling the sensation, and notice what you're feeling. And notice whatever is running through your mind right now. And bring that awareness back to the breath, back to the state of being an observer. All right, slowly release this. Just come to rest on the mat, arms by the side, pausing here. Noticing that sense of release, that rush of blood. Okay, we're going to move to the other side now. So scooch your hips over to the left. Send your legs over to the right. Again, maybe crossing one leg over the other. Then reach the arms overhead. With your right hand, grab onto the left forearm and draw that left arm over to the right. And then relax down. Relax the shoulders down. Relax your rib cage. Relax the outer hip. Just soften down and then watch, observe. Just noticing how the shape changes, the sensation changes the longer you linger here. Just a few more breaths. Okay, then slowly release, allowing yourself to come back to center. Resting here, releasing down, noticing kind of the sweet relief and rush of energy that comes from letting that shape go. We'll continue to just rest here in our final Shavasana. So, invite you to really give yourself this moment to surrender. Give yourself this little wonderful window of time to just relax. Staying here for a few breaths. I'll guide you out when it's time. And I invite you to stay a bit longer if you can. Otherwise, start to deepen your breath. Maybe wiggle your fingers and your toes. On the next inhale, reach overhead and stretch. As you exhale, melt down into the ground. And then roll into your side for fetal pose, resting your head on your arms. Then slowly press yourself up to a seat. Keep your eyes closed. Bring your hands to heart center. Notice your heart beating. And thank yourself for taking the time today to dedicate just a little while to intentionally synchronize your breath, your movement, your energy. Bring your thumbs to your forehead, your third eye center. Take a big breath in. See yourself illuminating, shining bright. And exhale, bow forward in light and love and gratitude. Namaste. Thanks so much for joining. Please let me know what you think of today's sequence, going easy on our wrists. I'm happy to create more targeted practices like this. Just let me know what you think, okay? Have a wonderful day. I'll see you soon.